Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. Definitely helps the channel grow. All right. So we got some more of our Red Sanji, right? Pulling some videos out the archive as we're, building upon some OP12 decks, OP12 builds. Some decks have like multiple variants, so we're gonna see what we can do. So we are working on blue yellow ace, and there's like several variants for the deck that I've been able to like come up with technically. So it's just okay, what path can we take? What path can we take to build the deck, make it cool, blah blah blah. Okay, give it dawn. A swing. I'm honestly surprised we didn't just play 2/2 drops and then swing with the imposters, because then we could have just left Luffy up for another turn. Unless that would have been stupid, I don't know. Or are we just gonna do the same thing in reverse? Okay, we did the same thing in reverse. Swung with Luffy, played the imposters. Because, Luffy's ability to move rested Dawn definitely could allow you to maximize on a play next turn. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess I'm overthinking it. I guess at the end of the day, it's the same value. That's hilarious! What? Oh my god. He knew! He must have knew! I forgot Luffy be having... That's crazy. I forgot Luffy be having that effect that he can't be KO'd in battle, from like strike characters and stuff. Yo. See, that's One Piece. You got misplays are part of the game. It's up to people to read cards and make sure they're paying attention to what these cards do. That's actually surprising. I felt like you could have just put all the pressure in the world. Oh yes, this card. I like this card. Move 2, swing. So he can't get KO'd by battle, and being able to give him rush is actually fantastic. Well, they need a character of 6k power or more. They need something of 6k power, I should say. So luckily for us, attaching Dawn gives something a power boost. So if they put Dawn on their leader... No, I think it says base power. You know what? I think the effect says base power, so my bad. So if he chooses to develop a body, which he does, now he cannot swing on our character, and the opponent has to deal with 2 swings by default. Leader swing plus that bear guy. I don't know his full government. Whoa. Why did we discard those? That's crazy. You know what it is? It's probably because of the board state. Board state probably going to ham and cheese in the paint, because they are not at 10 Dawn. Yeah, they're at 8. They're not at 10 Dawn. They basically can't really afford to start playing Gum Gum Giants. So that's probably why they chucked them. I mean, look at that. They're at 1 life. Everything they do, they got to make it count. Luckily for us, we already gave our character rush. Swing. Swing. Wow, they survived. We got 2 bricks in our hand, so we're good. And then the beautiful thing about the Sanji that looks like Nami is that it just comes out with 6k power for 3 Dawn. This is so hilarious. I know nobody's expecting this much aggro from a Sanji. And that's the thing about low drops, especially low drops that can pump themselves the way they do. Low drops are very efficient. They really are. If you can get a low drop to just be able to swing for no Dawn, or in Luffy's case, he moves rested Dawn, so it's almost like the same no Dawn value. It's too much pressure on the opponent. I think that's why Bandai made so many cards that target low drops. They were really afraid of Zoro decks, essentially. You see, that's busted. Gave it rush, can't be KO'd. It's busted. Nothing they could do about it. Their opponent really needs to be reading these cards. Reduce power. Look at the efficiency. We drew so well. Yeah, this game gets real dangerous, especially like we got a body that can swing every turn. So we're threatening 2 swings minimum. You know, they need board removal for it. And we got these low drops, so like every turn we're just like, I always consider these guys like bullets, 2-drop bullets. Pow, just pow, quick shot at the opponent, pow. They still got a block, and they still got 2 cards in their hand, but they are running on E. At this point, it should be a block. And that's another thing. When you develop a board, when you're able to go wide like this, oh man, it's just your offense turns to defense. So it's lovely. That's crazy. What a sneak attack. You got to respect playing it out to the very end. $2K, 1K, 1K. That was a little scary when you think about it. Because technically 1, 2, 3. And when you think about it, we wouldn't have enough counter power. But me personally, I would have loved to have those imposters on the board. That we're really looking at the cards. There we go. So I would have been pushing the board with those imposters. But it's also, I mean, I'm not saying player misplayed. I'm not saying that. But sometimes I like the opportunity of playing the bricks, the cards with no counter power. So I don't have to worry about them, you know, later on. You know, I already played them. But that's just like a play style preference a little bit, you know. So yeah, I would have tried to do that like more often. But player played well in my opinion. This is gonna be fun. Outside of bottom decking abilities, it seems like the bear might be able to do good again. Yeah, we got a lot of Zoros in the hand. Okay, let's develop these. Okay, we're gonna go with the bear guy. Give him rush, swing. You got mad cards in your hand. Yeah, come on now. Oh my god, we went for it. And he took? They either really love their hand or they really love their hand. There's no way Buggy don't got counter power. Okay. Blocker. Okay. Well, now that they developed characters with base power that's high enough for our bear's ability to kick in, he can no longer be KO'd by battle. Yeah, you could let the Sanji go. Yeah, good stuff. Because he's not going to be able to attack. It's 3 and 4, right? So our 2-drops can actually get by. So yeah, Luffy works. So we're thinking about Don X and swinging big. Excuse me. We're being at 2 life. They're kind of on the ropes a little bit. Buggy can't attack Mihawk. They're gonna need Mihawk as a blocker. Okay. Yeah, they're really thinking about it. Okay. Wait, no. Why? Wait. Maybe this ain't that bad. Because I would have just played the Luffy and then swung. But that could just be greedy. Because with Mihawk rested, that's what you could have did. But then again, what this play does, well, it will just encourage Buggy to go for life. Or if Buggy's not reading cards, they might swing at Bear. That could definitely happen. They might swing at the Bear guy. Okay, develop. Whoa. Little do they know. I mean, they're not really making a play. Okay. I was going to say, they're not really making a play that can cause them to do anything to Bear. So, okay, we counter out. Block. Interesting. We got all those Zoros in our hand. Oh, and Zoro can't get Zoro at that. Oh, well, Zoro can play that blocker. Okay, we're going Rayleigh. Okay, they protected their board state. You're not close to 10 Don, right? So we don't have to worry about a 10-drop play. But Buggy is close to having the game state that he wants. Okay, so this does work for us defensively, though. Lowering the power by the... What's happening? Okay, no, they didn't. They chose not to play. Oh, okay, they got rid of our Rayleigh. And yeah, they have the board state. Okay, they have the board state, so this is risky. Nope. Didn't read the cards. You gotta read the card. You gotta read. Nobody's reading the cards. He's reading it now. He's literally saying, what the F happened? See, underused cards, people overlook them easily. I wonder why Zoro got counter power to my knowledge, right? I'm surprised we're not chucking. We still got 3 of those things in our hand. It's kind of crazy. We could probably, we could do that too, technically. Give it rush. I think a straight up swing would be great. And until they have an effect that can get rid of the Bear, it's going to be a threat for game no matter what. Oh yeah, we have to Don exit because of Mihawk. Ooh, that helped him draw a card too. They might be scared Yeah, okay, they let it go. I think that is the smarter decision. Swing for the fun of it. Yeah, there you go. Mihawk block. I wonder, I'm really interested in why we didn't just like put Zoro on the board and encourage them to attack Zoro, where he could have allowed us to cheat out the blocker chopper that looks like Sanji. Okay, they're definitely going to bottom deck Luffy. But what they should actually do is bottom deck the bear. Yeah, okay, they did bottom deck the bear. And then start swinging on Luffy. This is low-key scary, but maybe we can sneak the W. You might have to let it go. I'm thinking we could sneak the W, because you could play Zoro. Yeah, that's too much. You're gonna lose your whole hand. So we could play the Zoro, give it rush, swing, and then play the other Zoro, give it 2 Dawn, swing. Ooh, and we got a blocker. Oh my god, we went this route. Okay, let's see what happens. Lower the power. So if you want to block with it, you're losing it off rip. Okay, no. Mathematically, that worked. Yeah, you're losing it, and then attach, swing for 8. You have to have 2 2Ks. That's scary, though, nonetheless. Yeah, because it's not like it's impossible for them to. It's just, lower percentages, they probably don't have the 2 2Ks. So I understood that play. I was like, okay, I understood that play. See, where my mind was is like I said, you play Zoro, swing, and then swing with leader. And then again, I don't really know the math because they had 2 cards in hand. So that actually would have been a bad play. They had 2 cards in hand. Let me think. 8, 10. Yeah, that would have been a bad play because they just 1K out of the first Zoro, 1K out of the leader swing, and block the Zoro that swings. So that would have been a bad play. So that, what we just saw, worked out for the best. Yes. Yep. This is hilarious, Mr. Blackbeard. This is not the deck you really want to go against. It's just every turn we're going to just be swinging and swinging and swinging. And swing for 7. And then if you KO it, we draw a card, and we got all these delicious cards in our hand. The play I would like to see is us play Imposter and Blocker, because we should have we'll have enough Dawn for a play like that. Ooh. I mean, there's a black deck. I'm sure Blackbeard's going to have something that... Oh, they got rid of our Nami. Nami was just giving us a lot of free value. Swing for 7. So the fun thing about Zoro is, they go to KO it. They do some sort of KO shenanigans. It's going to let us get a character on the board. Wow. They blocked. Give rush. Swing. Obviously, you're not saving that. And then just put the imposter on the board. Thank you. Cool. And now they have to worry about that extra swing. And if they take Zoro off the board, then we get to cheat out Wappo. So this is really good for us. It's a really good position for us. It's interesting. With board removal calming down compared to like how it felt before, that bear guy is like such a scary card, right? Like, or anything with the sticking ability comes off as scary. So it's great. Burgess, I mean, that dude, can't be KO'd, right? I think, and then he pumps so much that swinging on him becomes difficult. So, yeah, that trigger. Would it KO that guy? Or should we save it? All right, what are we gonna do? Swing for 6, 2K. I would like I would like the blocker to hit the board. You got 2 Sanjis in your hand. Low key had 3, right? That's kind of funny. Oh, all these different Sanjis. This is a Sanji deck, low key. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I didn't even notice that he didn't use his leader ability. But why use your leader ability in a situation like this? Think about it. Right? We're constantly playing characters that don't have on play effects. And this Sanji leader is notorious for not playing characters with on play effects because you want to use your rush. And boom, the Rayleigh drops and you just get tight. Very effective play. And all you had to do is check a card. Now you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't want that to happen again. Maybe I should check a card. So that's probably what's going to happen. Okay, they're not checking cards. So you're going to have to do some math here. See, I think there's no problem with just developing stuff. Like, me personally, I would have developed Wappo, developed the 2-drop, right? And then just swing, and left Wappo active. It's like you would have to counter out of something and block something. Like, you're going to counter out no matter what, right? So that would have been a valuable play. And then he would have to focus the 2-drop that's now rested. I mean, hey, this is somewhat effective too, but I think it's smart for them to take this hit, and then they have to respectfully figure out how to get Wappo off the board, because they're not going to want us to do that again. But yeah, we're also threatening so many attacks. They have to get Wappo off the board. Yeah, correct. They have to. But yeah, we're threatening a lot of attacks here. Yeah, and then, yeah, exactly. We got that Honesty Impact. If they leave Wappo on the board and we hit them with that Honesty Impact, they're going to be in trouble. But no matter what, we're going to have 3 swings minimum. Because Rayleigh can attack, Sanji leader, obviously, and then whatever we choose to play. I ain't gonna lie, I know people had their gripe with OP11 meta, but I don't know, it was a pretty fun meta for me. Because it's like this, I really think there's so many leaders were playable, especially if it was a aggressive decks. They're just so playable in this format. We're obviously gonna pop that small blocker, so we probably should just do the negative 4K, and then boom, get rid of that. And then we probably can still play a 2-drop, and then Wappo's effect, swing, lower power swing, whatever the thing is, and then we get the 2-drop on the board. You can't save that, and you're saving it, so you just guaranteed your fate. Like, okay, cool. Why we do it? No, okay, this is fine. Okay, forget it. I'm tripping. Well, G. Thanks for watching.